What's going on, guys? My name is James. Today in this video, I bring to you the 10 best stocks to hold for your whole entire lifetime. So these are safe stocks with good growth, very low risk, have good dividends. And I just think everyone should have a little bit of this in their portfolio for an investor because these stocks are very, very safe stocks. So if bad things happen, you always have these to rely on, and that they as a company will keep growing and keep paying you as a way of passive income and how to grow your investment portfolio.
Nice.
The first stock we got of today, the first of the 10, is Johnson & Johnson. And as you can see it here, I got a little screen for you guys. The ticker symbol is JNJ if you want to look it up while I'm talking about it. Just for this video. This video is going to be brief. I'm not going to go in depth of a whole report of every single stock. I'm just going to say the major stats of these companies and why they're so good, and maybe show a little bit of clips of their actually year-to-date charts. So this stock is just really, really good because it's a family-owned company and it really, really treats their investors well, because for the past 58 years, they have not let anyone down on a dividend. They have paid insane dividends. They have like one of the best ratings for dividends, and they have so much money put aside. So if anything bad happened in the economy, they'd still be paying really, really good dividends. So this is a great dividend stock for very, very long term because you can always count on them paying out that dividend yield. So yeah, Johnson & Johnson's is a really safe stock, not super volatile. Even when the stock market is tanking, like if a coronavirus hit, it's still going to be pretty stable and it'll still recover pretty fast. You just have to be patient with it, and it's just a great company to get invested for the long term. Okay, and next up we got Tesla. So Tesla is just a great stock because this is literally going in so many different sectors in the business world. Like obviously they have Tesla, the car manufacturing company, where they have insane sales and it's literally the biggest growing car industry ever. Then they go into renewable energy sources, like with the solar things they're doing with all of that. Then they have technology and they go through really, really deep stuff. That they have SpaceX, all of the rockets in space, and even with Elon Musk, about how he talks about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, they're basically going in the finance section because they're probably going to do something crazy with Bitcoin, where like if you buy a product you get a free Bitcoin or something crazy with that, because Elon Musk just loves everything and he's just a genius. So they're literally going in every sector, and it's just a company that's definitely going to grow in the future, and every single one of those sectors is continuing to grow. We can see it in the proof, in the reportings, and the analysts and everything. It's just a great stock to go in, and I really think in the future the stock will continue to grow and catch up to some of the big stocks like Amazon and everything like that with their growth. Next up we got AT&T. I actually personally just love this stock. I have 25 shares of it, not too much, nothing crazy, but I get paid $13 every 3 months, and I actually made like a short about this because I've just like appreciated this stock so much and what it's done for me, and I think it's actually crazy how much dividends can pay you, because this is the first big stock where like I actually got paid like over $10, like an actual decent amount. Like I have a few shares of Apple where I get paid a few dollars, but this stock has been paying me $56 a year, just straight passive income straight into my account. Like that's just pretty amazing. So this is what really got me hooked on to dividends, and it's just a great stock. Like one point I was up like 20% because it was up crazy and stuff. It's a little bit down right now from like its all-time highs, so it's a pretty cheap time to buy, but I think AT&T is a great dividend stock. And talking about AT&T, Verizon kind of goes right with it. I actually think Verizon itself is a better company, so it's a little safer stock over the whole the stock going up in the growth of it. But Verizon also has a 4.4% dividend yield, which is a good dividend yield, and Verizon's just great for that long-term portfolio investment. So definitely check out Verizon and add it to your portfolio if you're looking for those safe dividend investments. Next up we got Walt Disney, and this is like one of the stocks with Coca-Cola. It's just like an old stock. Like you'll be talking to your grandpa and he'll be like,
back in the old day, I used to own Disney stock back when I was opening up in a garage.
It's just something unrealistic like that, but this is another great stock that's just such a good long-term stock. And as you can see with everything Disney's doing with Disney Plus and stuff, it's just growing so much, and their sales are just unreal. And even when the stock market's down, people are still going to that amusement park. No matter what's going on, this place is crazy. And their overall brand is just growing. Like they've gotten over 95 million subscribers on Disney Plus, and they've already announced that their goal in the next year is to get like 500 million, which is 500 million new subscribers. So like their goals are just still so far, and they're still growing so much, and they're still meeting those goals. So this is another good stock that will still continue to go up in value. And with stocks like this, is I like to think when you go to Disney World and everything is just so expensive, you pay a ton of money to get in there, money for drinks, money for stuffed animals, just little gadgets that you want to buy, and you see how many people are there. I like to think when I'm in those moments, this is crazy. How are people still coming here and spending all this money? Like this place is actually truly amazing. So what can you do to make yourself in a better position? So when you go to Disney World, maybe you feel less guilty. is to invest in the stock. So when you're going there, basically you're supporting what you own. You're a partial owner of Disney World. So when you're going there, it's like you kind of own the company in a way, you know, just trying to make yourself feel better. That's why I like owning these stocks. And next up, we got Google, and it's Alphabet Incorporation Class A, just so we don't get the confusion, I put it there, Google stock. So Google stock is something, I don't really like buying fractional shares, and this stock is like, as you can see over here, I don't know if you can see that little screen, but I'll put like it up bigger, but it's worth $2,700 per share. So I don't really like buying those fractional shares, and that's why I didn't include Amazon in this list, because I like to just buy that full share. So when the stock's up 5%, I'm up 5%. I don't want to put $3,000 into Google. My investment portfolio isn't that large yet. So in stuff like this, if you like fractional shares, Google is just a great stock. It's constantly growing. Google owns things like YouTube. YouTube is unreal. As you can see, like literally billions of hours are watched on YouTube, and it's just constantly growing, and it's literally like a career choice now. Like that's what I'm trying to do with YouTube. I love YouTube, so this is definitely a great stock, and everyone looks up everything on Google. So Google's just such an amazing company. It's going to continue to grow, and Google is like the advertising king. Like everything is run through Google ads and stuff like that. So definitely take into account that Google is a great company. Okay, if you know anything about stocks, you know Coca-Cola, it's been around forever, so I'm just going to wrap this one short. So obviously, you know, you've heard of Coca-Cola, Coke, Diet Coke, stuff like that. It's a great company. They've had consecutive 58 years of dividends. So if you're looking for a really stable dividend stock, definitely go to Coca-Cola, super safe stock. If you're around 20 years from now, it's probably still going to be a thing. People are still going to be drinking Coke. They're still going to be drinking Diet Coke. So definitely invest in it if you want to have a good, stable company. Especially if you're a big Diet Coke drinker, definitely get invested in that, man. Support yourself. Be proud. All right, next up, we got Apple Incorporation. Apple is a great company. I actually really like this because Apple is a company where like it will be down like 120 and then up to 140 every other month. It's really weird how it works, and especially now they're releasing a new iPhone, it's up. And like what I did in the past, I just hold it now because I'm more in that safe investment on this type of account and I have it in. But you can literally just buy, sell, and literally do that like buy low, sell high thing, and it's really easy with Apple. And it's just kind of nice because if you actually do kind of buy at that middle price and it goes down like 5% or something, and you're like freaking out, you can always count on Apple to go back up in the future because it's a really safe stock. It always has really good sales, and every time a new iPhone comes out, it literally jumps. So it's always a safe stock for if you're trying to do that little like short-term investing that you can try to buy low, sell high. Good price target. So like if it's down to 120, definitely buy. If it's like under 130 though, definitely buy and sell it like at 140. And depending on how many shares you make a good amount of money on depending how many stocks you buy. So definitely Apple, great stock, also pays dividends. I get paid a few dollars in dividends here and there for Apple, so definitely check it out. All right, so next we got IBM. This stock has a 4.58% dividend yield, so just another really safe stock. Good company, good dividend yield. So definitely check it out because this is a good stock for that long-term growth and dividend yield. So let's go on to the last one. Finally, if you just don't like any of these companies, you just really want to diversify your stocks, you can actually buy an ETF, an index fund of the S&P 500, and it's literally crazy. So basically just like all the companies in the S&P 500, you have now an index with it, and it is super stable because obviously in the S&P 500, there's 500 major companies, market caps in there. So if a bunch of stocks are down, a few of them might be up, so it might like even out, and it's very stable. The only time it really goes down is if there's like a huge crash, like when the coronavirus or in 2008 when the US economy kind of went down a bunch. That's the only time it really takes a big dip. But it's just a great stock to own because it's very stable. So if you're like super lazy, you just want to put a $5,000 or something crazy or $100 into a stock, definitely check this one out. It's a great stock to get invested in. It's one of the ones I started on, and I actually bought it like right at the bottom when COVID hit. So I sold it and I made like a good amount of money. So don't expect to get rich off this. It's gonna maybe go up 5 to 8% per year on average, but it definitely can be like inflation, and it's a good stock to get invested in if you want to just start as a beginner. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, subscribe, like it. In the bottom, I will put all the links for all the different free stocks you can get. And thank you for watching my video. I will see you next time. Bye.